off on some mission of his own. I'm glad you're awake. Can you get us out of here? Whatever you plan on doing, you have my full support.
This is terrible. The Academy's in danger. The Archmage is missing, and I'm locked in here with you. The Moorborn General himself. One of the senior students recognized him. Said he was Darvesa.
New chat from
Used to be the
Restream,
Archmage's assistant. Who knows? He muttered something about looking for Hadmar and a familiar. What do you think the Moorborn want us for? I was afraid to.
Ah! Leave me alone. Don't hurt me.
New chat from Botrix Official.
Back away from gate. Coming through. Master send me. Said to rescue you.
Are a knave, and then cheek.
Split up.
I am with you, Tommy. May your spirit know peace. Ah, Verlaine. You walked right into my trap. Wait, who are you? Another student? Another new Moorborn soldier?
Oh, good. You were unconscious for... Shadowstool is...
This is terrible.
Ah! Leave me alone. Don't hurt me.
What was that?
Back away from gate. Coming through.
This must be the
Master
familiar the
Send me.
Archmage told us
Said
about.
to rescue you. Master send me to make sure you're safe. You smell all right.
The familiar is so much cooler than mine.
I open portal and we go find Big Lord. Name Hatmir or Hatmead. I forget. Mortals have their names. No matter. Come, come. We go now. Big Nord hides in building next to where we appear. They stay here. Master says he doesn't want them to be dead yet. I get them when time comes. No worry. Time to go. I come back for other two later.
Sinra.
Keep it down. We'll wake the dead.
Hadmar's glad to see you. Archmage said you'd be here soon, and here you are. Hadmar isn't sure. One moment I was walking to instruction hall, next moment, boom! Hadmar knocked on backside. Woke up in here with Archmage standing over me. He said, wait for you to show up. I waited, and you showed up. Yes, he told me to set up my totem near Big Rock outside. Lena hid her lockbox high up on top of rock. Lockbox is very important. We must find lockbox and bring it to Lena. Just outside. You use totem to reach the lockbox, while Hadmar stays on ground. Then, we'll find Lena.
Olcott smiles upon you.
Wait, where am I? Why are we up so high? That blasted... the lockbox.
Let this be a lesson. Rest now.
shriek some more.
Expertly done, Tamid. Get ready, Tamid. Believe that late.
About time you summoned me. I thought you'd leave me sitting in that cell forever. You heard correctly. If I had the right ingredients, that is. But getting them will be tricky, considering the Moorborn occupy the Academy. Illusion, dust, and burnt scamp hide. Perfect. Just give me a moment and... there we go. I'll wait up here. You know, to keep your escape route clear. Now go find the Archmage and put an end to that dark...
I am with you, brother.
Melaine said you would come. Now you die. And I leave with my new army.
Hurry! You must destroy the jagged lens.
You're awake? Oh, I was so worried. I'm so glad you're all right. You shattered the jagged lens and broke the spell. The few Molborn who were left were totally outnumbered and they ran for it. The Archmage had us bring you up here. I've been watching over you. You know, as a friend. Safe as Gore apple pie, thanks to you. And you weren't even supposed to be here. I heard how you got your invitation. And now we're all alive because you broke the rules. I'll have to think about that. Don't give me that look. I was worried about you, that's all. Oh, and before I forget, the Archmage wants to speak to you. He's right outside.
She wants to smash.
Good to see you up and around. I knew you'd be fine, but Lena wouldn't leave your side. You gave her a good scare. Yes, though we lost a few students and instructors in the fight. The fact that the lens was buried below the library vaults was one of our greatest secrets. Darvason used that knowledge to aid the Maulborn. Quite so. They're running out of loyal troops. When Darvason told them about the lens, they saw it as the solution to all their problems. If Darvason could turn our students into soldier slaves, the Maulborn would be back in business. For you, here, yes. But I don't need a vision to know that you still have unfinished business out there. Anyway, I'd like to thank you. And there's one more thing. The students you helped want to speak to you. They're waiting at the docks. I think they want to say goodbye.
I wasn't going to let you go away without saying goodbye. I know. You have things to do. Important things. We just heard about everything you did before you arrived here. But we didn't want you to forget us. We wanted to give you something. It's not much, but maybe it will help you remember the Academy. Now, where did I... Don't be silly. Ah, here it is. Take my wand. It works better for you anyway. Remember me when you use it. I'm in the middle of something. I wasn't going to let you go. Don't be silly.
Buy and sell, here and now.
Working with wood is...
They say clothing makes the man.
Prices.
Once you recover 3 runes, you likely know. We begin at the enchanting table. Indeed you can.
Jejora, Yakepa, Jejota. Jaira, Yakepa, Jejota. Jaira, Deteri, Jejota. Jaira, Denima, Jejota. Jaira, Haoko, Jejota. Jora, Haoko, Jejota. Ode, Huoko, Jejota. Ode, Okoma, Jejota. Ode, Rakepa, Jejota. Ode, Rakepa, Jejota. Ode, Magdari, Jejota. Tade, Magdari, Ta. Tade, Magdari, Ta. Tade, Oko, Ta.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander? My daughter has been gone too long, and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again? An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Vea can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand? Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this. Vea fled after a family disagreement. Captain, he's probably betrayed.
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the House Guard. You must be one of the freelancers the Council employed to supplement the duties of the House Guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Vea ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Vea, I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Vea is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an Outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us. Perhaps, as long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Vea, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note. When you find Vea's friends,
shall we find some mischief?
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you!
Stay away from me! I'm warning you!
Well done. This should help us determine what happened to Vea's brother. Hello, can I help you? Wait a moment. You're one of those hirelings House Redoran pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Vea wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the House doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that. Vea wants nothing to do with the House or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to help, I haven't seen Vea since she snuck out of town. We communicate by notes, and this one isn't even about her. Well, if you must know, it concerns Vea's brother. He was an officer in the House Guard before he vanished without a trace. We've been trying to help Vea find him. A local tough, goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills. I think we're done here, don't you?
You killed one of my gang, Swift. That's it.
I will
Kill the
watch over
Morax.
you.
I need aid! No use getting my axe again. I had that situation under control. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand. You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious Nyx. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially. Vea? The new apprentice? Now why in oblivion do you care about Vea? Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Vea's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins. Make sure you don't anger Vea's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way. She's grown surprisingly protective of that young woman, and if she thinks you pose a danger...
I will stay close to you, Tamit. I do not wish to lose my way.
stupid dog.
What happened? Let me see.
I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me.
Leave it alone. There's something strange in our life.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Retherin proclamation? Our mine was invaded. Probably. Well, probably. Really?
What might you make with that? You have a questioning look. Delicate fineries you might craft with that. Bashvar, it is done. imagine the fine attire you might make with that.
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me, and you will lose them. You there! The territory of the Red Exiles shouldn't be traveled lightly. Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another. You'd think these were house wolves or tribunal dogs, the way they treated me. Speaking of the tribunal, you have the smell of dog about you. I wonder why that is. Lord Vivec, is it? And I thought all the tribunal cared about was building monuments to their own greatness. Nice to see that one of them cares about what's going on beyond their borders. Well, perhaps we can aid each other this day, Outlander. Ashlanders are nomads, but we gather at sacred sites to trade, confer, and pay homage to the past. Aldrin is such a place. That's why Chodala invited the Red Exiles here. But these outcasts won't let me into their camp. I need to find my brother. My brother, Chodala, is the Ashkan of our tribe, and I am his ambassador. I act as a go-between among the tribes. Chodala wants to unite the Dunmer and calmly end the era of the bickering houses. He hopes to convince the tribes to follow his lead.
I checked the toad, nothing.
Head into the Red Exiles camp and find my brother. Otherwise...
What? Toad came black here? 7 new trial for my core group? That's a good idea. We probably won't hit it on streaming trials until live.
Born anew in blood and fire, the Prince of Destruction awakes. Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Find your own path and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Incoming ad break.
You kidding me? We just celebrated peace? Is it the Blood Dragon? Is the Blood Dragon back? This is a wolf.
Watch yourself.
Hey, Vashe. Blessed moons smile upon you.
You seem to have survived your visit to the Red Exiles camp. Did you find my brother? Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. Oh no. I can't believe my brother would be so... brazen. It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose you have a right to know what I'm talking about. Take this. I found it among my brother's possessions. Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's a Nerevarine, and incites the tribes, while I try to keep them all from doing anything rash. All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala says his new ability...
Mirmazi, Radit.
there. Outlander. I have a proposition for you. So I was right.
A fine ore, Tamit. They left us no choice.
Let us fight! Vala, keep your shame.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine? Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Good luck with your mission, whatever it is.
Outlander, over here!
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately. At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors. In part, Lord Vivec is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover? I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivec. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong.
fewer people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in.
I demand you make way and let me see Lord Vivek. Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
Incoming ad break.
My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Need some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort? An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodola and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something. After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodola has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivec. Not exactly.
New chat from Indirects VF.
After further examination, not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution. One that probably involves Chodola's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though. Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodola is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she... Get to Aldrin and locate her.
I read about this place in a book from my time. It is quite different from what I recall. Perhaps I misremember. Pay me no mind.
Ashlander, quickly! This way! I've been thinking about my brother's claim that he's the Nerevarine since we last spoke. No matter how I try, the word tastes false on my tongue. And now I fear he's about to convince the Wise Woman that his quest for power will benefit the tribes. My brother is respected and revered. He has allies in all of the tribes, not to mention his personal Red Exiles. We have to proceed with caution. Respect the Ashlander customs and traditions. Anything else will lead to violence and bloodshed. We talked to my brother. Tried to convince him this isn't the way. Barring that, we make sure the Wise Woman doesn't get drawn into his madness. Whatever Chodola says or does, don't attack him. We don't need a war between the houses and the Ashlanders. The Wise Woman. I was hoping she'd be here.
You're too late, dear sister. Despite your protestations, the Wise Woman has gone to the Cave of the Incarnate to confirm my claim.
Brother, do you really want to pursue this dangerous course?
There was a time when you gave me your unconditional support, Seren. I miss those days.
My brother Chodola's about to do something foolish and dangerous. But by dusk and dawn, Azura put you and I on the same path for a purpose. I just hope we have enough time. He's about to claim the title of the Nerevarine and try to unite the Ashlander tribes gathered here. He already convinced the Red Exiles to support him. He's using them to intimidate the other tribes. If he persuaded the Wise Woman to his cause... Wise Woman Dovracy, the most respected counselor and spirit guide this side of Red Mountain. She went to the Cavern of the Incarnate to meditate on Chodola's claim. If she confirms my brother's assertion, the tribes will follow wherever he leads. Agreed, but I dare not leave Chodola alone with the tribes. I feel the hand of Azura in all this. Go to the Cavern of the Incarnate and talk to the Wise Woman. I'll stay here and try to keep things under control until you return. The cavern's to the northeast of Aldrin.
She won't refuse my claim. Just in case, make sure the Red Exiles are ready.
Your word is law, Nerevarine.
You helped my sister. Thank you for that. But you don't need to worry about the Red Exiles anymore. They're under my control now. As for everything else, that's Ashlander business. There's no place for an Outlander here. Plotting? No, I'm confident that the false god will fall. Azura has proclaimed this, and I know it to be true. The Tribunal betrayed our hero and turned away from our religion. And they call us heretics. Bah! How overly simplistic the world must be to your eyes, Outlander. I am Nerevar reborn. I will lead my people to power and glory. The Wise Woman knows this. She will proclaim it when she returns. And no Tribunal lapdogs can change that. My sister is too naive and idealistic for her own.
A blessed bounty for potion making. Until you rise again. We move with the wind! Bajay, blessed moon smile upon you. Ah, liquid treasure. Watch yourself. For furnishing, perhaps? Pray for mercy. A potent find, Tamid. May your spirit know peace.
Azura is my shield, you foul creatures. Thank you for aiding me, but I sense you came for a different purpose. Let's talk inside the cavern. An outlander? Surely there must be another way. No, my lady, of course not. I'll do as you ask. Come here, Outlander. We must talk. It feels strange to talk to an Outlander in such a sacred place, but the Queen of the Night Sky insists.
What do they mean by Outlander? Do they not realize that I'm a Dark Elf? Because that would be kind of annoying if they didn't code that in, honestly.
Help me reach the correct decision.
I'm probably just missing context, but whatever.
Words of truth from the mouth of an Outlander. Remark. The Red Exiles and a few others believe that Chodala is the Nerevarine. He's convinced them, but not me. I came here to consider my options. I fear a bloodbath if I oppose his claim. Perhaps, but I must remain impartial. If someone else reveals the flaws in Chodala's claims by comparing him to the failed incarnates, that might do the trick. We thought the Incarnates were possessed by the spirit of Nerevar, but each had a critical flaw that made them destined to fail to fulfill the prophecy. Their spirits reside here. Take them. We need knowledge to defeat Chodala, Outlander. Listen well to what the failed Incarnates have to say.
The Nerevarin, the Nerevarin.
We are the failed Incarnates, the Ashlanders who proudly proclaim, "Take my scroll."
One's out to fulfill the...
Mortal, let us speak. I foresaw your usefulness before you even set foot. Doversea, your instincts, then go. Return to Aldrune and help the wise woman.
The potential for health or harm.
Ah, a fellow outsider in this inhospitable Sea of Ash. I wonder if we might help each other.
Thank the moon and star. You've returned. The wise woman returned from the Cavern of the Incarnate and went right into Scar to meet with the tribes. Chodala's in there too, about to be named the Nerevarine. Tell me you came back with something to stop my brother's rise to power. Ah, of course. Use the tales of the failed Incarnates to counter Chodala's arguments. That's brilliant. Well, except for one problem. An Outlander has no status in the Council. Meet me inside.
Must we continue this farce? It's obvious that I'm the Nerevarine.
Someone has stepped forward to challenge your claim, Chodala.
Seren, I'm disappointed in you, dear sister.
Enough. I shall hear your arguments and render my decision.
Even the Outlander can see that I'm the most powerful Ashkan. My strength alone proves that I am the Nerevarine.
Chodala puts forth his great strength as proof of his claim. Give me the scroll that discounts such a trait for the Nerevarine. Of course. Let's see what... This doesn't look right.
Must we continue to tolerate this travesty?
Time to pick the correct scroll. That makes sense. I don't think this will work. Be careful. Yes. That Incarnate, appear!
As a warrior and as an Ashcon, I was the most powerful of my age. But for all my strength, I failed my people. Don't follow my example.
The faithless houses dare to threaten our land, but we shall meet them in battle, and I will lead us to victory.
This is more nerve-wracking than I anticipated. Which scroll do you recommend to counter this argument? Of course. No, that's not correct. That's not right. That makes sense. Incarnates appear!
I thought the path to the Nerevarine was a path of blood and battle, but my love of war was my undoing. War is not the way.
These failed incarnates prove nothing! I need no counsel but my own, as befits my status as the Nerevarine.
I think it's working. One more strong assertion, of course. Incarnates appear!
I refuse to accept the counsel of the wise women and the Ashkans. I thought I knew best, but I knew nothing. That is not the way of the Nerevarine.
Seren and the Outlander, their arguments have merit. Chodala, we deny your claim. You are not the Nerevarine.
This proves nothing! Look how the staff protects me! I am the Nerevarine! Red Exiles, slay the
Brother, no!
May your bones serve better. Azura, give us strength. Besha Azura. Besha!
Go to my hut and get my healer's sack. Now.
Right away, wise woman. I hate what my brother's become.
Mortal, I would have words with you. Chodala has been revealed as a failed Nerevarine, but that hasn't dissuaded him from his reckless course of action. As long as he wields the staff, he shall be unstoppable. Time is against you, mortal. Even now, Vivec, that pompous usurper, grows increasingly weaker. As much Return to Vivek City. Do what you can to aid Vivek, and pay heed to my faithful.
That was exhilarating.
I will stay close to you, Tamit. I do not wish to lose my way.
Lord Vivek, protect us.
As a god weakens, so too does his city suffer. I know my people grow fearful. Even the Archcanon is distressed. But the energy that remains to me holds the moonlit in the sky, at least for now. So what news does my eyes and ears bring to me? How this upstart Ashlander learned to attune Sotha Seal's tool confounds my understanding. And he dares use my power? Still, your help is appreciated. Every strike and parry takes us one step closer to ending this threat and restoring my vitality.
Due to Lord Vivek's condition, it falls upon us to find a solution. Lord Vivek must conserve his remaining energy, so we need to solve this problem on our own. It all comes back to Chodala. That damned Ashlander's draining the warrior poet's power. We need to stop him and get that damn staff. How should I know? That's not a skill the Tribunal teaches. Return to Barrelzar's tower and get Sotha Seal's former apprentice to come up with some kind of countermeasure. I'm sure he knows more than he's told you. I do have one concern, though. You see right through me, Outlander. I have more worries than a Kwama queen has eggs. I'm talking about Chodala's sister. Seren claims to want to help, to want peace, but I don't trust her. Seek out Barrelzar, but be wary of the Ashlander's sister. We need to stop Chodala, and to do that, we need to find a way to overcome the device he's wielding.
Is someone up there? I could use some help down here. Hurry, please. I have a natural aversion to Daedra.
They left us no choice.
Wipe your feet and come inside. So hard to concentrate and maintain schedules when interruptions constantly occur. Don't they know the Great Gear never pauses in its rotations? So that was you up there. I appreciate the assistance. Daedric entities can be very unpredictable. Logic has very little place in the behavior of Daedra, my hopeful associate. Studying the fabric of reality does tend to attract unwanted attention. But these creatures appeared just before you entered my tower. I wonder, why have you returned? Ah, a modification of my master's old experiments, turning a simple tool into a dangerous weapon. Ingenious! Evil, yes, but also quite brilliant. A tonal inverter should counter it. Uses sound waves to temporarily disrupt the flow of energy. No, of course not. I just invented it. I need proper components to build such a device. My hirelings scour the land for materials all the time. Here's a list. Head out the back door and ask them to direct you to these common dwarven components.
The potential for health or harm.
Oh, I'm super tired. I gotta go to bed. I'll probably be live pretty soon. Or post another video.